Welcome back to Fair Play Politics, guys. It's your main man, Junior Ezeonu here. Today is January 19th, Sunday, January 19th, which means today's the day that TikTok is supposed to be banned. Let's talk about it. So as y'all know, last year, back in March or April, the United States House and the United States Senate passed the law, and it was signed into law by Joe Biden, President Joe Biden at that time, banning TikTok in 9 months if they don't sell to an American buyer or an American corporation by January 19th, which was 9 months from that date. I personally don't believe or buy the government's perspective that they're doing this to protect our privacy rights and our data, because they passed a law back during Trump's first term back in 2017 that sells our data, that allows corporations to sell our data without even asking us. So I don't really buy that, but that's a conversation for another day. So later on in 2024, I believe around the time of the election, Donald Trump came out and said that he was against the ban. Which was a big reversal on his stance before. Trump was a big proponent to ban TikTok in the past, but I believe some people that own shares of TikTok or are big influencers within TikTok started supporting him, gave him campaign contributions, and changed his mind and led to Trump changing his mind on TikTok on the ban. And Trump has now been working with the company to prevent the ban. So fast forward to basically just 2 or 3 days ago, the Biden administration puts out a press statement saying that they will not enforce the law that they signed last year banning TikTok on January 19th, and that they're going to leave it up to the Trump DOJ, the Trump Attorney General, the Trump administration to enforce this law, which was a major reversal on Biden's stance earlier last year regarding TikTok. And at the same time, Trump is saying that he's going to do what he can to put out an executive order on the first day to reverse the ban. And it's a whole mess. It's crazy. It's crazy what's taking place. It's a big mess. So then late last night, January 18th, around 10 p.m. Central Time, for most American users, TikTok goes offline. And they state that due to the law that was passed, they're going offline, but they hope that the Trump administration may be able to help them get reinstated. And people are now caught in this gray area as to whether TikTok is fully banned. If it's not banned, what's going to happen in the coming days? Later on this morning, about 11 a.m. Central Time, I'm in Texas, so Central Time for me, TikTok puts out a message on social media. Let me read it for you. So TikTok puts out this statement saying that in agreement with our service providers, TikTok is in the process of restoring service. We thank President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans and allowing over 7 million small businesses to thrive. It is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. We will work with President Trump on a long-term solution that keeps TikTok in the United States. What they're saying is that Trump is not going to be enforcing this ban, thus saving TikTok. And we have to be honest, this is a really good PR stunt for Trump. But my issue is the fact that we're setting a very dangerous precedent right now. A very dangerous precedent, meaning that the President of the United States can single-handedly, unilaterally use his executive authority to stop a bill that was passed by both the House and Senate and signed by a former president into law and stop it from being enforced. So I want y'all to really deep what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying regarding this TikTok ban, unban, whatever you want to call this nonsense that we're witnessing. President-elect Trump is basically setting precedent, which is very scary if you think about America and the democracy that we have in this country, that if Congress passes a bill, both the House and the Senate pass a bill, send it to the president's desk, and they sign it into law, the former president signs it into law, the incoming president can go and say, nah, we're not going to enforce that law. That law, I don't like it, we're not going to enforce it, because the executive branch enforces the laws. The attorney general enforces the laws. This is setting very dangerous precedent for American democracy. This is very worrisome and scary for American democracy, because President Donald Trump or whoever comes after him in 2028 or 2032 can look at a law that was passed by both the House and Senate in the past and signed into law by that former president and say, I don't like that law, whether it's something that deals with civil rights or something that deals with environmental regulation or something that deals with whatever, and say, I don't like that particular bill, I don't like that particular law. I will tell my DOJ, my Attorney General, to not enforce it. And if it's not enforced, then it doesn't matter. This is very scary, and I'm not going to say it makes a president a king or a monarchy, but it does give them a lot more power, a lot of unilateral power that doesn't require them to follow the checks and balance systems that we have that requires the input of the House or the Senate in lawmaking or the judicial review that the courts have. So it's very worrisome. We have to keep our eye on the ball, and I'm going to keep speaking truth to power, as you guys know, and keeping y'all informed regarding TikTok and other issues that take place during this upcoming presidential administration. So I'm definitely going to keep y'all informed as to all the things that are going on politically. Just make sure y'all subscribe, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and I'll see y'all soon. Take care.